Justice? Just is another vain word in the legal domain, a shadow in pitch darkness. Justice is expensive. It wears designer suits and boots, Rolex watches, and has an iPhone 11 Pro Max. It cruises on a Ford D-Max and lives in a posh suburb. It's tall, hence is served only to the highest bidder. It's got the rustic look of a coin and the crispy sound of a note, often meted out to those of its caliber. Everyone is always made to believe that they can have it, only to find out that it's always in short supply. When you have nothing to give, you have no voice. Throats are sore and palms are dry. Therefore, a little tea here and a little greasing there are usually needed to set things in motion. Before seeing justice, you have to wait. Even if your tears keep you up late, you might also not have anything on your plate, nobody to date but plenty to hate, left only with pain that seriously abates. My homeland is big, but it has its owners, people whose speech is truth and thought is fact. Their black is white and white is black, and ain't nobody's gonna tell them otherwise unless you insist on being a sheep among wolves. If justice was at least affordable, then evictions wouldn't feel like a push to camp outside in the cold. Doing well in exams wouldn't depend on who you know, what your tribe is, or what you look like. Getting served in a public office wouldn't depend on the color of the note you're pressing onto someone's hand. Being elected wouldn't depend on how much you'd make it rain dough. Winning in a court case wouldn't depend on who you are, but what the state's law states. Favoritism wouldn't exist in homes. Punishment would not be abuse. Promotion at work would depend solely on one's work ethic and CV, not bedroom athletics and see-through attire. Someone's skin color would simply be looked at as paint. Some have a lighter shade while others a darker one. You know, it's amazing how title deeds are either legal documents or mere papers, depending on who is holding them. Crazy how valuable the body is compared to the mind, especially in sheets. Shocking how a villain becomes a victim because they don't look the part. Usual how your name and age either work for you or against you. Never breaking news how public funds dwindle by the second in very trusted hands. Sad how being white, light-skinned, or male gives you a mouth, whereas being black, dark-skinned, or female forces you to listen without giving your opinion. Justice. Just is another vain word in the legal domain, a shadow in pitch darkness. This is justice misrepresented. I have read of the OG himself. Real justice, eh? He who embodies justice. He punished our first parents and all their generations, but gave his only son as ransom. He destroyed the sinful earth with floods, save for the 8 that heeded his warning. He called David a man after his own heart, but did not allow him to build a temple with his blood-stained hands. He blessed Jacob abundantly, but he eventually paid for his lies with years of labor and pain. He opened the ground to swallow Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, plus their families, for their disobedience. But you know what? He forgave Saul the murderer and Mary Magdalene the adulteress. Samson lived a carefree life, had his eyes gouged out, but was given strength to slay many at his death. Stephen was killed for his faith, and John the Baptist was beheaded for truth's sake. Justice really isn't to be understood, but to be experienced, seasoned with mercy and grace. Someday soon, we will stand before God's judgment seat and acknowledge that justice delayed is not justice denied, as the books of remembrance are opened before Him who sees through all darkness.